Alright, alright. So, got something new for you guys today. Same kit as usual, same loadout. Decided to use a new dagger. Didn't bring my rapier, but I thought about it. I don't know why. Yeah, I was planning on selling some stuff to get a little bit extra gold. This was a this was a fun game to look back on before I did my voiceover. Sorry for the amount of time. I know it's a long game, but yeah. Almost decided to do high roller today, but we ended up not going for it because of just didn't want to lose that much gold yet. I almost forget to buy my my lucky pots, but I decided not to because I figured maybe bandage this time. Get a little bit of health is a little extra health is a little bit of good luck for me. Fidget around, just kind of like look around to see if I need anything or like anything in the shops. Nothing really seems to interest me that much though. Buy a couple extra throwing knives, but that's about it. I was looking at this campfire kit, but I decided not to go for it. So we load up into the new ruins, and we decide to just look at our inventory real quick, make sure everything's in order. Which is really funny because I decide to reorganize in just a second as well. So spawn in and just look around for a minute, get my bearings, find out where I am in the map because it was my first time looking at it. Thought there was something behind me, but there wasn't. Go to this chest. This is my first time going through the new ruins map, so I try to like just look around for a moment, get a good look at everything, see all these skeletons. Somehow I activate both of them, which doesn't really make sense to me, because I wasn't that close to either of them, but then I realized that they didn't activate from me, but from somebody else. And this rogue starts coming up to me, not saying a word, so I just decide to try and run away. End up getting a bunch of targets on me. A lot of chaos happening just in the first few seconds, which happens multiple times throughout this, where like there's just a immediate chaos happening. So I just invis and try to get away. But close the door on those wolves, but the elite gets through me. I see a quick little puff of cloud, so I know that there's somebody down there as well. My goal, however, is just get away. And yet again, I didn't realize that my mic wasn't recording for these few first games, so I'm not really paying attention. So I do talk a little bit, but I'll explain what I was saying, because nobody really talked to me in this game though. Just kind of watching the situation. It's really interesting to see from this high up. Not really used to it before. So I'm just kind of like, I see the wizard do lightning. Thought it was cool. Don't really get that. And the lighting in here, might I just say, before the first patch in the playtest, this was the first game before, or the last game before the patch happened for me. So seeing the difference of the lighting was pretty weird. But yeah. So nothing really interesting happens here. I try just like hanging about, helping these two out. I'm just trying to make friends for the moment because I'm getting half health. I'm not feeling it, and I realized that the wizard died from spikes. So I decided to steal his shoes. I don't know why. Steal a lot of clothing this game, but yeah. I help this cleric out, just for the moment. I realize you shouldn't trust anybody in this game. I should know that by now, but I try and help as much as I can whenever I'm in games. So I decide to follow this cleric. I tell him like, hey, I'm friendly, don't worry about it. I see this red speck. I don't know what it was, but I thought it was a heal pot and it was nothing. So the cleric decides to heal himself, and I'm just vibing. I tell him like, hey, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm doing my surrender emo over and over. I'm just following him. I thought he was gonna open the door, but then he hits a good old hit on me. So that didn't feel very nice. So I just let him run off. And I decided to fight this mummy because I feel... Not mummy. I always say mummy for some reason. Zombie. See if he has anything. Speed it up for you. He just hits it in the same motion over and over. It's another pair of pants to the pile. I speed through this healing because nothing really interesting happens in it. It's just slow. But the software I'm using to update only let me speed it up to a certain amount, so it is just a few seconds. You can skip past a little bit. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I get through healing and decide to look around. Get a good old pot in. Heal up a little bit more. Forget the name of it, so I canceled the thing real quick, that way I could look at it again. I thought that was pretty funny. But just wander about for a minute, try to find out where I can go, what I can do. And I realized I have double jump on, so I can just, instead of doing this for so long, I could have just jumped over, which I do, but then it glitches me through, which is pretty weird. Find a normal necklace, nothing too big, but get another shrine. Not too many shrines on this map. Pretty interesting how little protection there is, and buffs really. And so many times I hit this thing. I did other games where I just went to this to see how many times it would take with default weapons to hit that and break it. And I could not break it. It was annoying and sad. Glitched through it again and I freak out because I thought I was going to fall into spikes for some reason. But I wasn't. And I opened this door real quick. And I head through, just trying to find out any portals, any of those portals, and I see that new one has spawned. I'm just looking around for it now. And instead of fighting these, I'm seriously just trying to find a portal. And I saw that gem in the middle, so I decided to go for it real quick. Make a little spin around. And this is pretty funny. So I jump over this, and I see a little speck of blue, and I thought it was the portal. Not knowing it was a wraith? I don't know. I freaked out right there. It was so funny. I wish my mic was recording because I let out like the goofiest scream right there. It was so funny. Moving on though, I just opened this chest and find another pair of gloves. So many pants. I don't know why I kept them in my inventory for so long. But I hear that this dude just barely made it through the portal right as I'm getting there. So I just follow this rogue, and oh my god, I can't hit a fucking shot for a second. And oh my god, I just can't hit a shot for anything. So he disappears for a moment, and this barb comes up, and I just double jump out of the way. So I'm trying to escape him, just run around, make my way through everything because I'm just fleeing for my life by now. This barb looks pretty strong. He looks like he can take me out in just 2 hits, so I don't know what effect he's got on, but it was pretty cool to see that like blue or blue, red like coloring on his weapon. So I just closed the door on him. I figured I could loot up a body real quick. Grab this rapier, it's just default common. Thought I heard something behind me, but there wasn't. I decided to take this guy's boots. Not the other one, though, for some reason. And I just look around, trying to figure out if there's anything near me. There's nothing near me. So I just open the door, see if I can get around to that barb. Get a jump on him or something. I realize he's just gone. So I don't know where he went. He might have gone into the lower level, which is what I do after a second. I decide to maybe turn back for a second, but then I realize, oh, it's the only thing I can do, really. And then I read the chat, Bio the Barb gets killed by the swarm, so he was definitely still looking for me. But I end up in the dungeon, and this is the first time that I've ever been in it. And might I say, the blue lighting is so cool in this map. It is so interesting to see, like, all the fixtures and stuff, and how they make it look so atmospheric. I really like it in the fog. Really wish they didn't take that away in the patch. I believe they took it away in the patch. I can't remember really. But I'm just looking around, kind of exploring the map. And immediately, right as I get out of this the spawn room, Mimic freaked me out. So I'm not trying to take any damage because I know how bad it is. And all of a sudden, I'm just getting everything starting to trigger onto me, and I am like doing the worst things I can do. Walking past as many enemies as I can. It is so funny to me how many I just like run past, somehow missing every shot. End up just quickly getting past this mummy. I'm like, maybe I can just get into here real quick and get my bearings on the map. But remember, just as earlier, couldn't open that door. Couldn't open this one. So, I end up having to fight this mummy. This fight is the longest thing in the game that I have for this recording. So, the reason why this recording is so long is solely because of this fight with this mummy. But the second one gets activated too. I decided to just throw my torch. But I was wondering if it'd do damage, so I just kind of aimed it first. Really fast. But I end up fighting these two. That takes me a dang long time. But I end up getting through the little clouds again. And they just keep activating clouds. It's crazy how many times. This isn't sped up, by the way. It's just, it felt way faster in the moment of this round. And I almost got trapped inside of there by body block. And I realized that the clouds on me, and then I get trapped between those clouds, so I'm just one health. One little second in those clouds would kill me. So I decided to go invis to like get my bearings, stop freaking out, because I'm just running around panicking. And look at this, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Just staring at him. I try to kill him, go for a little bit more attack. I really needed to stop using the rapier. I don't think it did as much damage as I thought it was doing. So I just try to get away from this mummy as quick as I can. Kill him. Blue leather leggings. Pretty nice. So, after that, I just pick up my torch again because I need lighting. And I sit down and just rest because dang, that was hectic. It was crazy. It scared me so much. For some reason you can take off clothing, but you can't put it on while resting, which I find really weird. And I see that one portal has opened, so I'm just trying to look around, see if I can hear it opening or see it. But nothing. Put the pants on, start walking around. I think I heard it opening right there, but then it got, somebody activated the people. I don't know if I'm using the right term, but activated, triggered, maybe? I don't know. But I see a cloud over here, which means that there was somebody else. I decided to ignore it and just try and get through this. I threw my torch by accident. Somehow it phases through. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I can just do the double jump thing right here. After a few minutes, seconds, I guess. I'm like, maybe I can double jump, and I phased through. So that worked pretty well. For 3 silver coin. 1 gold. I went through all of that for 1 gold. That entire time. I phased through it again. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. I try and see if I can do it with the gates right there, but nah. I see these axes. I almost get killed by one. It scared me. I see a shrine. I thought it was a shrine at least, and it's not activated or anything, so I don't know. These boots were on the floor, so I was worried about it. And I let alone see this rogue just chilling. I start talking to him and I'm like, hey man, how you doing? He doesn't talk. So I'm just trying to tell him I'm friendly, peaceful, I'm low on health. And he opens the door, and I'm trying to convince him to come with me because he's heading towards the zone, which was weird to me. I don't know what he was doing really. But, yeah. I try and make him come with me, so I just like drop him stuff. Show I'm friendly. Because I really don't need those things. Try and go through. And just open this door. Wait for this guy to activate, get a good rupture hit on him. And I get extremely low, so I just decide to dip out. And I close up the door. And I let him fight those two, because I am extremely low. Why wouldn't I? And I felt so bad for this guy. So I just let this happen, the zone comes in on me. And I don't see him anymore. He must have gone in this. So he lets me just take the fall. And I get hit and die. Which is really unfortunate. Lost a lot of good stuff. Those pants, my friendship. It sucks. This dude gets out of invis, throws a pod. He tries to kill these two. I thought about leaving, but I didn't. I wanted to see if he'd win. Get through the portal. Then I realized that the other guy opened it, and he tries doing what I did. Those skeletons just move so fast when you're trying to activate something. And he dies. And this rogue just goes around and I assume he leaves. But he decides to instead try and kill them through the wall. He takes the time because he's got the health. He leads them up. He had a pretty decent amount on him too, so I'm really jealous of what he had. But yeah, that's about it. See ya. Not to copy Moist Critical, but yeah.